Hello everybody, today I will cover a 6 versus 6 guide, that is to say open world PvP. If this video has been helpful to you and you have liked it, please hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you. So let's begin. Hold on, let me buy that shit real quick. Okay, good. So first of all, as a free-to-play player, your objective in 6 vs 6 is to maximize your defensive stats. To do so, I have thought about some fusing ideas that gives me very good stats. That is to say, I will be basically unkillable unless I get grabbed, but which shouldn't happen since I got 2 escapes. So let's say in PvP the most important thing to have as Blade Dancer is your tribute badge to reset your cooldown of your grab, and also at least stage 1 legendary pet. This gives you all the stats that you need to survive. Furthermore, here are my soul shields. So basically the idea behind my reasoning was to maximize critical defense and defense. Most people just maximize critical defense, but they don't understand that defense is very important. And so they end up getting killed very quickly. So here are my soul shields. For the first one I just fused defense, second one defense again. As a substat you need to have defense or critical defense depending on whether they give good stats or not. So for this one, since the primary stat is already critical defense, you can just roll a substat defense and fuse it with those. This is what I used to fuse. What was it called again? You can use those, they're cheap, but they won't give you good stats. Need to find an artisanal silver frost reflex. No, just soul shield, this one, but not reflex but defense. Reflex gives you only critical defense. So these are the ones. They are kinda rare, not many people sell them, but you can craft them on your own or just buy them when they're available. So these you need to be able to roll 254 fuse, which is the maximum you can get. It's you frequently get that one, so it's better to try and reroll until you have your fuse stats maxed out. And that's basically it. For the second soul shield you get some HP and defense. For the third one, the accuracy is a primary stat and it's still important in PvP. You should have at least 120% accuracy. You can have up to 131, which is very good. Even assassins will rarely evade you, even in steals. But since this is a defensive soul shield set, you don't really need it. All you need to do is survive. For the fourth one, you get some critical defense since the defense stat is not very good. Fifth one, you just get, well, you could get defense, but since I basically tried to have 120% accuracy, I'm just using accuracy, and since it's maxed out, it would be weird to try and get a defense roll. So yeah, I just used it with critical defense in order to have at least 40% crit death. As you can see, up to 200 damage reduction, which is what you should aim for. And basically the sixth one is a crit death and death, since like I said, you need to have some critical defense as well. seventh one is just defense and block. Eighth one just, well, I couldn't farm this yet, but you should try and get defense substat instead of critical. That would be good. Which gives you all these good stats. Get front 800 defense, which reduces by up to 48% the damage. Usually they'll be running around 30% defense piercing, so but unless they have 40%, it won't really reduce your defense that much. And most people just run critical defense, so they don't have just piercing. Anyways, that's for the stats. For the build, it's pretty straightforward. That's an OPVP build that I thought up to enhance your survival abilities and make sure you're still useful. So basically the flicker, usual one, PvP one. You get your tab to escape a grab. If they have grabbers, just save it. When they grab you, use it. Otherwise you'll die very fast if your other escape is on cooldown. For the sounder, I prefer to use this one since you can kill annoying stuff like cats by just CCing them, knock down or daze the enemy. Since it's auto crit, the stun one as usual. You can get 3 points, but it's not really worth it. This is for cancelling defense as usual. For this one you can use whatever you want. The reflect one, the party one, the self one. Depends on what you want really, but you must remember that this one is very important in case I have shit like assassin that slows you down for 12 seconds, which is a lot. Since slows and stuff are pretty ridiculous in this game, you're better off running this one since it cleanses all your debuffs, even your poison and shit. Also blade, which will reduce your health regen. So yeah, this one is probably the best. It's also on lower cooldown than the other one. Should just use it when you are slowed or something and you have some annoying CC on you. For the boot, you could use this one. It's pretty good since it reduces the block and evade chance and our accuracy is pretty low. Or you could use this one to stun the annoying cats or just players that have burned the escape and capture the point or whatever, or just run away. You can also use it to turn a 2 versus 1 situation into a 1 versus 1 by slipping somebody. The trick here is to, since you have only got one stun, the trick is to basically, forgot to mention about this thing, if you have it active and they hit you, it will reduce your stun cooldown. It can reset it completely and you can use it again and just slip them in case they have burned the escapes. Or you can just force them to blow their escape by slipping them with this. If they blow escapes, then you can kill them, but that's not the point of this build. You will rarely kill someone since your damage output will be low, but you will be very useful since you have grabs and stuff. Here I'm not using the days version since I don't have enough points and it's not really necessary since I just roll back. But you still need this since it recovers your HP. The grab as usual, the restrain one, so that other people can hit and still do very much damage, a lot of damage. Could also remove this and put 3 points here, which would probably be better. Since the chi drain is not, it's a slow animation and you better all just throwing them away. And you shouldn't have cheap issues. This one regens all your chi, 6 chi regen, which is huge. Also regens your HP, very good. They escape pretty much. Here you just daze them, so they burn their F or something. They roll back. This one is very bad since unless you have ranged allies behind you, since you won't do any damage to them in an aerial combo. And in PvP it's just in arena it's useful since you still do a lot of damage by knocking them up, but in open world PvP it's very sad unless you have a force master or warlock behind you, but whatever. Here you could remove this and get some other points. Or you could just use a tick. It's a bit of extra damage to make sure you kill someone. Here's a daze pretty much. You pull the assassins and whatever. Why does it say 3 meters? It's supposed to be 8 meters. What? What the hell? It's not 8 meters. Yeah, it is 8 meters. There's a bug here, it says 3 meters, but it's actually 8. The hell? Alright. Okay, it's a soft. And this one to just have some stacks. This shit. Alright, and one other thing to mention is that this increases your defense. Look, by yourself, run at 800. 9,000. So if you don't know what to do, you just go like this. They hit you, you regen chi, it also regens your chi. If ranged hit you, it's very useful against ranged plebs. Since they hit you, you regen chi. So just spam it when all your abilities are on cooldown. Can do a combo like this. Basically it will increase your survival abilities. It will increase your defense by up to 22,000 and this 9,000. They don't stack, but you can abuse it so that when your tab is on cooldown it regens your chi. This also recovers your focus when I hit, so basically you will always recover your focus. So you pretty much have infinite chi. For instance, you just chase someone like this, you're out of chi, then just click left click, and if they hit you it will regen your chi, so you can use more of these. Alright, let's try it out. Here just skip to when the match starts, I mean. We may have to wait a long time. for you. So as you can see, they had pretty good gear. They still couldn't kill me very quickly. That's the point of this survival build. But it's probably a bad idea to go by yourself. Here, just cleanse all these debuffs so you can get into this stance again. Here, as you can see, it reset my cooldown. Of my raid skill, and I use the iframe. Okay, or just blow his tab. Since it's a destroyer, just get away until he burns all these stupid skills. And here we take care of it. Since this guy has a pay to win gear, or just ignore him and CC him, since it will be a waste of time trying to kill him. As you can see, it doesn't do that much damage thanks to my defensive abilities. So I get away from him since he uses skill. Just use this so the invulnerability skill is not up. This guy has no tab, so you sleep him. And since you can actually kill this guy, you'll just kill him. The other dude is up. Let's deal with him first. Alright, this situation is hopeless, so I try to run away. Try to use how do you call that? The objects in order to cancel their grabs. For instance, this guy tried to pull me, but because it was a tree, it blocked his pull. On this map or whatever open world map you have to make sure you use your environments in order to block your skills. Here, as you can see, his skill does like no damage, just regening. Can spin whatever however it wants, doesn't matter. So that's how you play as a free-to-play player. If you have top gear, you can just go for 284 challenger accuracy, so people don't block or evade your shit. You have so 131 accuracy. You try to get some accuracy substats and just fuse everything with pierce, so you have 40% pierce, 131 accuracy if you don't want to miss anything, and you just make sure you have at least 2000 critical defense or 1500, so you're still not that squishy. And basically that's how it works. But as a free-to-play player, or if you have low AP, just need to make sure you have enough survivability. It's not even about survivability really. For instance, you just use this on something else that has no utility like Blade Master, it won't really work well. You won't be that useful. As a Blade Master, you want to kill all the annoying shit like cats, throws and whatever, and to do so you need to have some pierce. Well, not some pierce, a lot of pierce. And since you have only one, since you're not that mobile, it's a bad idea to just stack defensive stats In that case, like the proverb says, the best defense is the best offense, or whatever. The best defense is offense. But in this case, since we've got a lot of utility like sleeping people, just running around, being annoying, spin to winning, just make sure you don't die, exploit every advantage, every weakness you can get. Also, as you have seen, the mistake for me was to go by myself, but I didn't expect 2 people at their bottom lane. If it was just one dude, we've just slapped him and captured him and probably killed him. Unless he had like 150,000 HP like this guy. Anyways, this build is excellent. If you want to get a similar one, just go ahead. If you have got trouble surviving or whatever, but remember, if you've got very good gear like 800 AP or something, you're better off just running Pierce and Accuracy. If you've got like 129% accuracy, it's enough. People will rarely block you, but if they have some skills that improve their evasion or whatever, you're better off running 131% accuracy. From my experience, from what I've seen, since I have all kinds of builds that you can imagine, 131% accuracy is what you need if you want to hit all your skills. Otherwise they'll block you, they'll evade you. And one misconception is that defense piercing reduces evasion, that block rate. That's not true, it only reduces block damage. Like when you block, you still eat some damage. Like you see the skill here. It means you reduce the damage by 70% if you block, but you have got 37% block rate. And what reduces the block rate, that is to say the block chance, is the accuracy, not the defense piercing. Piercing only reduces defense and the block damage, not the block rate. So that's why accuracy is very important if you're running an offensive based social gear. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like I've said, if this video has been helpful to you, just hit the like and subscribe button. And if you'd like to see some more content, just tell me what you guys want to see in the commentary section. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask as well. I regularly check the comments, and see you guys later on the next video. Thanks for watching.